Romania is one of those countries that quietly waits in the background while travelers rush toward louder, more advertised destinations. It doesn't sell itself aggressively, it doesn't try to impress with hype, and yet for many people who finally decide to go, Romania ends up being one of the most memorable places they've ever visited. In 2026, the question isn't whether Romania is trendy or famous, it's whether it's worth your time, your money, and your curiosity. The honest answer is yes, but not for the reasons most people expect. Romania is worth visiting because it still feels real. It hasn't been polished into a theme park version of Europe. Everyday life unfolds in the same spaces visitors move through without being separated or staged for tourism. That sense of authenticity is increasingly rare, and it's one of Romania's strongest qualities. When you visit, you're not stepping into a carefully curated experience. You're stepping into a living country that hasn't lost its rhythm to mass tourism. One of the first things visitors notice is how much variety exists within a relatively small area. Romania offers medieval towns, communist-era architecture, modern cities, untouched countryside, dense forests, mountains, rivers, and even a coastline, all within manageable travel distances. You can move from lively urban environments to complete quiet in just a few hours. This variety makes Romania especially appealing for travelers who don't want to feel stuck doing the same thing every day. The cities themselves are a major reason Romania is worth visiting. They are energetic without being overwhelming. Cafes are active, nightlife exists without dominating daily life, and public spaces feel functional rather than staged for visitors. Historic buildings stand next to modern developments, with different eras layered directly onto the present. This contrast isn't always polished, but it is honest, and for many travelers, far more interesting than perfection. Beyond the cities, Romania's countryside is one of its strongest assets. Villages still operate at a slower pace. Agriculture remains visible. Traditions are part of daily routines rather than museum exhibits. Traveling through rural areas offers a view into a way of life that has largely disappeared elsewhere in Europe. This doesn't mean Romania is frozen in time. It means development has not erased everything that came before it. Romania is also worth visiting because it offers strong value for money. In 2026, it remains one of the more affordable destinations in the European Union. Accommodation, food, transportation, and entertainment cost noticeably less than in many Western European countries. This affordability does not come from lower quality, but from a different economic balance. Travelers can stay longer, explore more, and travel at a slower pace without constant budget pressure. Food plays a larger role in the experience than many people expect. Romanian cuisine is filling, straightforward, and tied closely to regional traditions. Meals are built around seasonal ingredients and local influences. Elements from Central Europe, Eastern Europe, and the Balkans blend into something distinct. Dining tends to feel unhurried, aligning naturally with the overall pace of travel in the country. Safety is also a factor in deciding whether a destination is worth visiting. Romania is generally safe for tourists who travel with awareness and respect. Violent crime is rare, and most issues visitors encounter are minor and preventable. This creates a sense of comfort without encouraging recklessness. You can explore freely without constant tension, while still being expected to remain attentive. Culturally, Romania offers openness without performance. Visitors are welcomed, but the country does not reshape itself around tourism. Interactions tend to feel straightforward rather than scripted. English is commonly spoken in many environments, particularly among younger people, but not everywhere. This creates moments that require patience and adaptability rather than creating barriers. History is present throughout Romania in a way that feels integrated rather than isolated. Medieval fortresses, historic neighborhoods, and religious buildings exist alongside everyday infrastructure. Romania's more recent history is also visible, offering context for social and political changes that still influence the country today. This layered history adds depth to the experience without requiring formal explanation. Nature is another reason Romania stands out. Landscapes feel expansive and relatively undeveloped. Forests remain dense. Mountain areas feel demanding rather than decorative, and wildlife still exists in meaningful numbers. Outdoor activities are accessible without heavy regulation or constant crowd management. Whether hiking, driving through scenic regions, or simply spending time outdoors, Romania offers space that many destinations have lost. Romania is also worth visiting because it challenges assumptions. Many travelers arrive with vague expectations shaped by stereotypes or outdated information. What they encounter instead is complexity. Romania is not uniformly modern or traditional, wealthy or struggling, Western or Eastern. It exists somewhere in between, and that tension gives it character. That complexity also means Romania is not for everyone. Travelers who expect luxury at every step, highly structured experiences, or constant entertainment may find it uncomfortable. Romania rewards curiosity, patience, and flexibility. Those willing to adjust their expectations often find the experience far more rewarding than anticipated. In 2026, Romania continues to stand out because it has not been overwhelmed by tourism. Popular areas exist, but they do not dominate the entire country. It is still possible to move through places without feeling processed or rushed, to experience locations without navigating constant crowds. This space allows travelers to explore at their own pace and to notice details that are often lost in more saturated destinations. That sense of discovery, of encountering something without layers of expectation attached to it, has become increasingly rare. For longer stays, Romania becomes even more compelling. Many visitors who arrive for short trips begin to imagine what extended time might look like, not because the country promises an escape, but because daily life feels sustainable. The pace is slower without feeling stagnant. The cost of living is manageable without demanding compromise at every turn. Daily routines leave room for balance rather than constant urgency. This does not mean Romania is effortless or without challenges. It means that living here feels possible, not exhausting. Perhaps the strongest reason Romania is worth visiting in 2026 is that it does not try to persuade you. It does not rely on hype, exaggeration, or transformation narratives. It does not promise reinvention. What it offers instead is space. Space to observe, to slow down, and to exist within a place that continues to function according to its own logic. Romania does not adjust itself to visitors. Visitors adjust to it, and that reversal is what gives the experience depth. Traveling through Romania often feels less like consuming a destination and more like temporarily adapting to an existing rhythm. You learn when to slow down, when to wait, and when to let things unfold naturally. This creates moments that feel unscripted rather than staged. Moments that are not designed for photographs but remain memorable because they feel genuine. These moments tend to stay with people longer than highlights ever do. Romania is worth visiting because it encourages perspective. It quietly reminds travelers that Europe is not a single story, and that value is not measured by popularity, polish, or online visibility. In a time when many destinations feel crowded, expensive, and over-curated, Romania remains grounded.